Good afternoon, welcome back to live shopping here at Highlight Crafts. And we've got a bit of a treat for you today. Now it's important that you check out the Highlight Luxe stickers today and tomorrow, because tomorrow at 11:59 p.m, 23:59, whichever you prefer, these are going, the 3 for 2 is coming off these stickers. So please, 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 while we've got them on that 3 for 2, make sure that you're stocking up. You will see the whole range on highlightcrafts.com. But first of all, we will introduce you to the team. So we've got a lovely Emily on cameras.
Hello.
We've got Lewis in the driving seat.
Hello.
And we've got Lily, who's just scurrying around trying to find lots of goodies for you to decorate for you. And Lily will be back with us shortly. So, first of all, live shopping, what's it all about? Well, you can watch us in different platforms. So you can watch us on YouTube, on your TV. You can also watch us on Facebook, Instagram, and our website, which is highlightcrafts.com. Now, if you're going to shop with us on either Facebook or Instagram, we're going to show you a product, and that product will have been allocated a code. And all you need to do is type the word shop and then that code into the comments underneath the video, and that will put that product into a basket for you. Then you'll receive a direct message, and when you open up that message, you'll see a link. If you click the link, that will then take you to highlightcrafts.com, where you can log into your account and then check out your baskets. Okay, so if you prefer to shop like that on Facebook or Instagram, that's how you do it. Now, if you would prefer to shop directly on highlightcrafts.com, you can also do that. Just pop along there, click watch live, press play, and as soon as that show starts to stream, all the items will appear down the right hand side of your screen. You then select the ones that you wish to purchase, and they will appear in a little red shopping bag at the top of your screen. When you're ready to log in and check out, you're going to click on that bag, and that will take you through that checkout process. Now, you've heard me say a couple of times log in. If you are brand new to us here at Highlight Crafts, first of all, welcome. We are live Monday to Friday from 8 o'clock in the morning till 6 o'clock in the evening. No, we're not. Live from 8 o'clock in the morning till 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I just extended my workload. Don't want to do that. And also from 6 till 7, Monday to Thursday in an evening. We're also live from 8 o'clock in the morning till 1 on Saturday. So you can watch us wherever and whenever suits you. Also, if you go to YouTube, find playlists and click live, every single show that we've ever done will be on YouTube for you to go and catch up, which is brilliant. So make sure that you're doing that. But the most important thing that I'd like you to do if you are new to us is open an account. It's free to do so, which is, to be fair, is what you would expect. However, it gives you free membership to Club Highlight, so it doesn't cost you a penny. And the benefits of being a club member means that you get extra discount on every single product that we bring you. You will also get loyalty points for every single pound that you spend with us. And on a basket spend over £35 after your discounts, we'll pay you postage so that you don't have to, which is great, isn't it? Now, we've got some events coming up beginning of October that you might want to get involved with. So to make sure you don't miss out on any of our notifications, just type the word live into the comments underneath the video, and that will give us permission to send you a little ping to your device before we go live, so you don't miss out on anything. Also, have a good peruse around our website, because we have outlet 3 for 2s on our Highlight Luxe stickers, etc. So have a look around there before you check out your baskets. And also, if you really, really want to get ahead of the game, you can shop ahead from midnight, which is brilliant. Right, let me take you down this counter, and then we can go to Lily for some demonstrations. So, as I said a few minutes ago, we have got our Highlight Luxe stickers at the moment on a 3 for 2. which means for every 2 that you buy, you're going to get a third one, and it won't cost you a penny. Now, there's a bit of a story behind these. So we started buying in some stickers that were quite like this quality. And Stephanie and I sat there and we went, wouldn't it be nice if we could do 2 red robins and in the studio and sentiments and do our own artwork? And Becky, who just happens to be one of our graphic designers upstairs, was married to a guy called Ryan, and he was after some stickers. So he started researching where he could get them from, and he found that the company that manufacture the machines that make these stickers is literally over the road in the business park. It couldn't have been easier. Honestly, it was like the stars aligned. So 2 weeks after discovering that, they deliver one to our front door on a forklift because it's that close. It was brilliant. Graphics then got it up and running, and it now runs literally all the time that we are in these buildings. And these are exceptional quality. If, like me, when you hear the word transfers or stickers, you go, oh, please don't let them be like those old rub-ons used to be, because they were a nightmare, weren't they? This is night and day. They'll go on glass, ceramic, wood, card, all sorts of different materials. They are brilliant, and the quality is exceptional. In fact, if I tell you that these are the stickers that are used in Formula 1 cars on their decals, this is the quality that you're getting, which is exceptional, but they are super, super easy to use. So let's start first of all with our Santa's Little Helpers. This has been one of our most popular collections, and I can understand why, because the wreaths are absolutely beautiful in this. And then you've got all of the little characters on there as well, with the presents, all the little accessories, the little birds with the little bobble hats on, a little girl skating, all of these, and we jam pack the sheets so we get as many on as we possibly can for you. Even right down, look how close we've got them right down at the bottom here. Now please cut away the wording, because that is also a sticker. You don't want that appearing suddenly in the middle of your project. But look how many you're getting on there. They're fabulous, aren't they? So if you want this one, shop red, we'll get you that for $12.99. Now, we also did them in a blue. Aren't these lovely? And we've got some of the bamboo trays on here. Imagine this as your Santa's tray, where you put Rudolph's carrot and Santa's mince pie and his little glass of sherry or whatever you leave out for him. So blue or red, doesn't matter. If you put both in, you will then get a third one free. Now, as I said earlier on, 3 for 2 finishes at $23.59 tomorrow. And then those 3 for 2 deal comes off. So please, please, please go and have a look. You don't have to pick 3 from this show. You could have this one and 2 more from the website. Doesn't matter. But make sure that you go on and don't miss out. Make sure that you're adding 3 in, even though you're only going to pay for 2. Or add 6 in and only pay for 4. I know they're good, aren't they? Right, let's have a look at some sentiments for you, shall we? So we've got happy birthday. Just happy birthdays. Love this sheet because you have them in lots of different colours and lots of different fonts. So you can match the theme and the mood of the project or the birthday or the recipient of the birthday gift to that project. So for example, that would be a great one for a man's card because it's quite structured, it's quite masculine. Something like that would be great for a teenager, or that one, pink, for Lily. You've got to have, if it's Lily, for Lily, it's got to be pink. You've got all of these different ones and different sizes in here as well. Shop birthday will get you that for $12.99. Maybe that's going to be a free one. Who knows? It's up to you. Now then, we also have this one. So congratulations. Woohoo! You're a star. Happy anniversary. You've got happy retirement on here. You've got hip hip hooray, which is brilliant. Happy retirement on your special day. Let's celebrate. And you've also got you're a star. So you've got different ones in different colours and different fonts. Again, shop birthday, $12.99. Please don't let it get to Wednesday, and then you have to Sorry, Lewis, can we change the codes? Thank you. Shop Celebrations, $12.99. Please don't miss out on these while they're on 3 for 2. I don't want anybody going in on Wednesday and going, oh no, why are they not on 3 for 2? We're ending the promotion because a new promotion will be starting on something different. Right, next we have Merry Christmas, Best Wishes, Peace, Joy, Let It Snow, Hello Winter, Love, Joy, Up to Snow Good, love that one, Season's Greetings, Warm Wishes, Christmas Blessings. This is lovely, really, really pretty. And when you remove the backing of these or the top layer of these, you will be absolutely blown away as to how easy these are to transfer. They're phenomenal. And if you haven't tried them yet, please do, because on Saturday we had a few of you message in and say, I wasn't sure about the stickers, didn't know if I was going to use them, didn't know if I'd like them. Every one of you was like, I'm going on to buy more because they're brilliant. They do have a slight depth to them. If you remember epoxy resin stickers, they're a little bit like that, but with a high gloss. They are fabulous. Our last sentiment for you on this one, but please, please, please go and check them out on the website. This says, best wishes with love. You've also got thinking of you. You've got just to say, thank you so much. I love that. Cheers. Good luck. Well done. Just because. Celebrate. And thank you so much. Again, in all those different fonts and text, which is great. Colours as well. Right, now then, I think this should have been on the previous show because these are brilliant with your grog clay. So think about taking these out, making yourself like a little rectangle with that grog clay, building yourself a wall around it with the grog clay, pushing some of these into it. Maybe it's flowers from your garden, maybe it's twigs, whatever it is, push them in. That will push into that grog clay. And then, excuse me, when you pour your resin cast into it, as you take that out, once it's set, you will have the relief of whatever you've pushed into it. It looks amazing. If you've ever been to those really expensive garden centres where they have those plaster castings and they've all been painted, it's like that. But these are brilliant. I have these in my kitchen and I just put some essential oil on them. I think they're lovely. But at that price, $7.99 for 4 of them, you can always strip them out and just use the boxes, because these will be fabulous for little storage boxes or with your rice papers, etc. Just while I get rid of this tickle, I'm just going to ask Lily if she can just show us how easily some of these stickers transfer, because you don't want to be hearing this for the next hour.
Absolutely right. We're going to start off with the sentiments. Now, I know a lot of you guys at home, you'll probably have dies in your stash, you might have stamps, but I want to show you quickly why I love using your transfers for your sentiments. Now, I have to say, I've just pinched this out of the cupboard. I'm not quite sure who's done this. It's rather lovely. We've taken one of the, probably, yeah, it does look like a David creation, this one. We've taken one of these lovely glass bottles that we do have available for you on the show. And all that David's done is he's taken one of our beautiful autumnal rice papers and he's just laid that all around this glass bottle, which looks absolutely stunning. But say we'd completed that, but we felt like it needed a little bit of something extra, just a sentiment to finish that off. Now, you could use a stamp, but it'd be quite tricky to get your stamp onto that round surface, and that's where your transfers are going to be absolutely perfect for this kind of application. So I'm going to go in with our lovely sheet here, which is your everyday. Of course, you do have several different options, whether it's going to be Christmas, happy birthday, or any of your fabulous everyday sentiments that we've got within here. And you can see you've got lots of different colourways, you've got your different fonts in there, your different layouts, whether it's going to be longer style strips, whether it's going to be verses that are going to be perfect for your circle nesting dies. You've got it all included within this fabulous sheet here. But we're going to go in with Best Wishes. Choosing that black, it's going to really pop and stand out against that beautiful rice paper and pick out the deep colour tones within the centre of that beautiful sunflower. So all we need to do is just take a pair of scissors and we're just going to trim out the design we want to go for. Now, my top tip, if you are going onto either paper or card, in that instance I tend to trim quite close to the edge of that design. It still doesn't need to be particularly neat, but if it's going onto a fibrous surface like your paper and card, just trim a little bit closer, and that means you're not going to get any of that surface of your paper tearing away. But because we're going onto our rice paper that has been varnished over the top, I'm not worrying whatsoever. You can see there I've quite literally hacked that out of the sheet, and it's going to be perfect for our project. So that's good to go. You've actually got a backing on the back and a backing on the front, but we'll deal with that actual backing on the back to start with. So I just take my poker tool just to lift that up, just to get that edge going. And at that point, then you can peel that design back. So just peeling that backing sheet back, and what you'll see is that word or whatever design it is you're working with will then stay onto that front clear sheet. Of course, you could use that if you want to be using your little pearl drops as a little non-stick sheet. You can use that in your projects as well. But here we've got our sticky sentiment there. So it's not super sticky, but you can feel that you've got that tack on the back of there. At this point, we'll just decide where we want to pop our design onto our project. So I'm just going to have a little look where we've got a bit more space. We've got that open area at the top there. So we're just going to lay that down onto our project and decide and position where we want that. So just lay that down. You can see how beautifully that wraps around even that curved surface there. Now at this point, back in the day, we'd be bringing out the old lollipop sticks and burnishing it. It would never quite transfer, but these are the absolute opposite when it comes to how easy they are to transfer onto your surface. So all we're going to do is just take one of these leading edges here. I'm going to start to just gently peel it back. And if you see any of that design starts to lift up with that acetate, you can just peel that back down and burnish it if you need to. We can see there with that W how beautifully that is adhered onto our rice paper. So just continue peeling back, press down if you need to, and then just gently peel back to reveal that beautiful sentiment onto your surface. And it's just that fabulous finishing touch that really does make the difference to your projects, whether it's going to be home decor, gifting pieces like we've got here, whether it's card making, all those different applications, these transfers are absolutely amazing for. So just going in, peeling back that sheet, and that's going to transfer that sentiment literally within seconds onto your surface, just making sure all those delicate little areas are burnished down, and then we can just peel back our backing, and it gives us that lovely sentiment onto our projects. How simple is that? With a stamp, it would be difficult to get around that round surface, but you've got that beautiful sentiment with that gorgeous gloss, that little raised detail, almost like it's been stamped and heat embossed onto your surface. It's absolutely beautiful, but that is how quick and easy they are to use your transfers. We just absolutely love them.
Absolutely. And more lovely Pauline Wilding. Thank you for this, Pauline. Right. Hi, Mel. Hi. I have just used Santa's Little Helper's wreath on glass jars this morning, ready for me to add homemade fudge for a Christmas present. Oh, nice. I said earlier I wasn't sure about these stickers. Like you, I used stickers in the past and was not impressed. These, however, are amazing. The quality is fantastic and I love them. Absolutely. They're brilliant, aren't they? Absolutely brilliant. And Cindy says, hi Lily, this is the first time I've finally been able to see you on the live show. You look fabulous.
Oh, thank you so much. And I think Cindy is stateside.
Oh,
nice. We've got international.
International. Right, shall we have a look at some of the other products that we've got on here? Lily, do you want to get ready to do one of these trays as a Christmas tray? Right, so let's move these out of the way. Let's talk about paint first of all. Now this is the paint that we launched in the 11 o'clock hour, Makeover Monday, and I walked in and nearly did a double take, because these should be $39.99, so $3.99 for your Cadence Harmony paints. That's a good price for the quality of paint that's in here. A better price would be £1.60 a bottle before your discounts. So we've got pastels, which you can have, all of those, all 5 of those, and all of these shop pastels. It has to have an S on the end, please. $15.99. So you've got a £24 saving. Now maybe you want to use $15.99's worth of that saving to get you the darks as well, or the brights rather. What I love about the brights is you've got the white and the black in there. So if you wanted to make these paler, you can. If you wanted to make them darker, you can. And if you wanted to make them more vintage by adding grey, that will knock back that colour and give it that vintage look and feel. But while they're on this deal at $15.99, and if you're sitting there going, but I've got hybrids, Mel, save your hybrids for your other stuff and use these at this price. Don't miss out on these. This is a cracking deal. It still holds its form. It's a brilliant coverage. If you saw Stephanie earlier on, she literally took it and painted over black hard and you couldn't see the black through it. It's a fabulous, fabulous product. Brilliant if you've got your jelly plates, because using a hybrid on your gel plate, it will dry very quickly. That's what it's made to do. This has a longer open time, so it means that you can use it on your gel plates and you've got time to then build up those layers to pull that final print. So if you want shop pastels or shop brights. Now then, we had these on this morning and these were really, really busy. These are going to go as part of the things that I'm making for Christmas. Still got 6 out, you only get 4. I'm sure we did that in the last hour. We did, didn't we? You're getting 4 of them for $8.99. Now my plan is I'm going to paint these. I'm going to change the colours on them. I might use some metal leaf on them because I think they'd be lovely. I think I might paint them black, metal leaf on them. We have got Sospeso Trasparente Christmas in the warehouse. I haven't seen it yet, so that might be well, no, it won't be this afternoon's job. Tomorrow's this afternoon's job. Might be Wednesday's job, but these with your Sospeso on. And then I bought a litre bottle of scent for like a reed diffuser scent and some reeds, and that's what I'm going to gift. One of those, little bottle of scent and some reeds, but these will look completely different to the way they do now. We're limited stock on these now. Please get them while we've got them. You can paint these with your hybrids. So keep these for your jelly plate and things like that, and your painting perfection, and use your hybrids on these. These with your Dora hybrid metallics would look absolutely stunning, especially with that metal leaf over the top as well. Shop pink, $8.99. Now then, we have 2 water bottles. You will have seen these on the Scan and Cut shows previously. For using with your vinyl. They're brilliant for your vinyl. Oh, you could use your vinyl on there. That would be lovely. Personalise. Vinyl on those would be great. But you're going to get 2 of these. They do have that little nodule in the top that makes them watertight. I take one of these out if I'm taking Bo for a walk because it has some water in it. Or I put some little treats at the bottom, and you know what bags that you have to take out with you, because that's the right thing to do. Right, shop water, $12.99 will get you both of those. Now these are my favourite jars we've ever bought you. I love these. If you don't want blue, you can paint them, but these are a brilliant quality. They're glass. You're getting 2 of them for $9.99. That's ridiculous. You do have that embossed, almost like a stamp on one side, and then you have the lines on the other side, but your transfers will go over those ridges, because Amanda did one the other day where she did a whole floral layer all the way down this side, and it looked absolutely beautiful. Maybe you make your own drink. Maybe you make your own elderflower cordial, or you make your own wine, or your own vodka, or your slow gin, whatever it is. How fabulous would it be to put in something like this that looks incredibly professional, and then add your transfers on over the top. Shop bottle will get you both of those for $9.99. Love those. They're fab. Now then, candles. Fancy making candles? These are going to be good, aren't they? I like these because they're just a neutral colour, and you can take these and run. These will definitely work with your Sospeso, whether it's the ones that you've got now or the new stuff that might be coming very soon. It's not even in the schedule yet. That means we need to do a lot of work with it beforehand to get some fabulous samples done. Love that. 4 of those, shop holder, $12.99, white drum candle holders. These will also be really good, just with, you know, your electric ones. You know, the electric pillar candles you can get if you don't want a naked flame inside there, and then decorate this. That'll make it look a lot more expensive, won't it? Woo! Noisy too. We will make sure they're packed properly for you. Shop holder, $12.99. Now then, I'm looking at this and going, Santa's Little Helpers tray, please, for Christmas. How fabulous is that? Black base, so everything on there is going to pop. You've got bamboo on the back, and I love these trays. I think these are fabulous. If you saw Amanda the other day when we came on air and we did like within 20 minutes, all the stickers had sold out. She did one whole band that went right the way through there. If you've got the lacy ones, the tattered lace transfers the other day, they're going to look absolutely magnificent on those. If you're worried about anything scuffing, you can aquastone over the top of them, either with the matte or with the gloss. But please, 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 don't forget that at $23.59 tomorrow, the 3 for 2 is coming off the Highlight Luxe stickers. Please don't forget that. I don't want anybody missing out. You might as well get them now while they're on a deal, because that deal will end. Something else will go on a deal, and then we'll bring it back possibly at some point. But while we've got them, please don't miss out. So let me just really quickly recap these for you. We have got our Santa's Little Helpers in red, shop red. That wreath on there, honestly, on that tray will look fabulous with the little characters inside. How gorgeous will they be? And please don't think they're difficult to use. If you are using them on cardstock, I would advise you that you just felt it off a little bit, something like a pinny or a pair of jeans. Just take off a little bit of that tag because it is strong. I mean, they keep decals on Formula One cars. That's how strong the stickers are, okay? So if you are using them on card, just tap it off a little bit. But Stephanie got one of the most lacy stickers I've ever seen, the most detailed, onto a piece of rice paper that wasn't on anything, so it wasn't stabilised, and peeled it back absolutely perfectly. So shop red will get you that one. Shop blue will get you that. Now imagine these. So get rid of the lavender. Get yourself a little Christmas tree. This will all come out if you want it to. Fill this with your goodies. Rice paper over it, or if you don't want to, use this side and use these with your stickers. How lovely will they be? They're good, aren't they? That price is brilliant for that. Even if you just use the boxes, I'll be having that. Shop blue will get you that. Right. Happy birthday. Shop birthday will get you that. David is 30 on the 2nd of October. He's having his party. That's why he's off this week. He'll be getting ready for his do. He will. Hair will be done. Quiff will be done. It'll all be perfect. He's made these big numbers, 30, with all light bulbs in them. Keep an eye on his socials. I'm sure he'll be sharing. So if you want that one, shop birthday. This one has got happy anniversary. You're a star. Happy return. Happy retirement. Woohoo! You're a star. Congratulations. You've got happy retirement. Hip hip hooray on your special day. Let's celebrate, and you're a star. I like the fact that we've done a whole sheet with different colours and different fonts. It works really well. Favourite. I love the fonts on these. They're absolutely fabulous. Merry Christmas, best wishes, joy. You've got hello winter, love, joy, up to snow good, season's greetings, warm wishes and Christmas blessings in there. Nice to have some different sentiments as well on that one, isn't it? Shop winter. And then your last one that's on the show, but there I think we got to 50 different ones Friday last week. Best wishes with love, thinking of you, just to say thank you so much. Cheers. What does that say? Well done. Just to say, and thank you so much. So you're getting lots of different ones on there. Please, please, please. So basically, if you put those 4 sentiments into your basket right now and added those 2, you wouldn't pay for those 2. Good that, isn't it? I know, I love it. But please, please, please make sure you go to highlightcrafts.com, highlight Luxe, and then have a look at all the different ones, and you select your 3 for 2. Doesn't even have to be on this show. Make sure you go and stock up, because that deal is ending tomorrow at 23:59 p.m. to be precise. There you go. Right, Lily. We've got a comment, actually. Terry Kim says, I love the transfer stickers. I've got most of the sets now. Brilliant. I can recommend them to anyone not sure. They're fabulous and so easy to use. There you go, you see. We don't bring you rubbish here, do we? We bring you good stuff. Love it. Absolutely love it. Right, Lily, over to you.
Love that. We don't bring you rubbish. That should be our tagline, shouldn't it?
We don't bring you rubbish.
I like crafts. We don't bring you rubbish. There
No,
you
we
go.
don't. We bring you good stuff.
We certainly do. It's lovely to hear from you guys at home how much you love your stickers, because I have to say, I was exactly the same. When I heard stickers, I thought, oh not stickers. All I could think of was the old rub-ons, the lollipop stick. These could literally not be further away from the old stickers that we used to have. They are absolutely fabulous. Now, as per Mel's request, we're going to do a little Christmas Eve tray using these beautiful wooden trays. And of course, we'll bring in those fabulous little helpers stickers that we've got here. Now, of course, you do have that black front to your tray, which is going to make all these lovely bright colours absolutely pop against that dark background. But of course, if you do want a different colour to the front of that tray, how about bringing in some of those harmony paints and actually painting it in whatever colour you so choose. You could even use your metal leaf on there as well, which will look rather quite special. But we're going to leave it as it is with that lovely black background. Now, we'll start off with that lovely large wreath that we've got on our sticker sheet. And all we need to do is just take a pair of scissors and just roughly trim around the design that we want to go for. Now, like I was saying earlier, when it comes to your papers or your cards, I tend to trim as close to that border pretty much as I can get, still not worrying about it being particularly precise. But when it comes to items like this, where it's got a little bit more of a slick surface to it, I don't worry too much about cutting too close to the border of that design, but just making sure you've got all that design within that section and none of the other designs you've cut into. So that is good to go and ready to be added to our tray. So we're going to start off with this as our focal element in the center of the tray. So once again, I'm just going to take my poker tool and just find the edge of that piece. We're going to keep that front, the acetate front, is going to have all of our design onto there, and then that backing sheet, almost like a non-stick sheet, is our waist at this stage. So there we've got our lovely design with that stickiness on the back there. Now, I want to position that way up. I always feel like there's a right way up to this wreath. I quite like that fullness at the bottom, but of course it's up to you how you want to position this. And I'm just going to hover over that tray and make sure it's about roughly central onto that surface there. And then I'm just going to literally smooth it down using my hand. I'm not worrying about going in with any tools, of course. You could use a little bit of something like the edge of your scissors like we're using here, or a bone folder is what I tend to use if I feel like I need to, but quite often I'll just place that sticker down and then you can start to peel it back. So we're just going to find one area here, and with your areas where it's a little bit more delicate, like those beautiful pine needles, you might need to burnish those a little bit more just to make sure they're adhering nicely to your tray. But we can start to peel back, and if there are any areas where we want to continue to burnish, then of course we can always go back in and do that just by pressing down that sheet. So just starting off nice and gently and beginning to peel back that design. Oh my goodness, it looks beautiful against the black, doesn't it? Those red berries just absolutely pop against that dark background. So we'll continue to peel back that top coat, and you can see all that shine. Even though we've peeled back that plastic top layer, all that shine is still within that design there. They're absolutely beautiful. They look almost like they've already had a glaze applied to them, which is just fantastic. But of course, if you did want to protect your design a little bit more after you've finished, you can always add something like an aquastone varnish to the top of that design there. And look at that. Now that, isn't it beautiful? You've got that matte design, that matte black in the background with that gloss over the top. It really does pop. But of course, there's lots more we can add to that. Now, the beauty of our stickers is that we can actually layer them, which is fantastic. So we're going to go in for another. I'm just having a little think. Should we go for him, I think? I want a little character that's going to be sort of walking through the centre of our wreath. So we'll choose this lovely little character here that's holding his little sprig. Is it mistletoe? Is it holly berries that he's holding? We'll just go in once again. We'll just trim around the edge of him, and then we can start to layer him into the centre of our wreath. So same technique. We're just going to find that back in, and then we're just going to start to peel away. So we can take that non-stick sheet off the back and then position him over the centre of the wreath. I think something a little bit like that. And then give him a little bit of a burnish just to make sure he's nicely adhered. And then we just need to find the edge of our sticker there and just start to peel on back. Once we've got that design going, just tilt that so I can see it a little bit better. And that will just lay him over the top of our wreath there. So just find the edge of that plastic protective sheet and then just start to peel that design back. And it's so satisfying when you start to peel that design and see that beautiful layered effect onto there. How impressive does that look? It's absolutely fabulous. But of course we can add a little bit more to that. So we're going to go in back to our sheet and start to add a little bit more. Sorry, excuse me. Well, I'm just going to get... Go on, I'll take over. You go and get yourself a drink. You do know you're not going to get your tray back though when you come back, because I'm going to sit here and play.
Right, let's have a look what else we can add to this. So I quite like her. She's fabulous, isn't she? I love her. And oh, this one down here, this is lovely. Right, so let's take this little chap here. Let's get in between here. Now, as Lily said, you don't need to fussy cut. I think if Lily got her own way, she'd fussy cut all day, every day. She loves it. But we haven't got time for that, have we? We've got to just get on with it. And I love this because you don't have to fussy cut. All you need to do is just take a box standard pair of scissors and play with these. Let's have this at the side. So I find it easier to just bend the back and then pull that front bit forward. Lily's got a pokey tool, hasn't she? That's probably a better idea because I haven't got my tweezers. All you need to do is just get that lift on that plastic sheet there and then just pull the backing away. Look at that. I mean, that bit couldn't be easier, could it? It's fabulous. I'm just going to pop him down here because that's then going to cover over that little brand that's on there. So I'm now going over a part of the tray. It just has like a little image on it, and I want to cover that up because I want to continue with this. So we're just going to get underneath there now. So just get that up. They are sticky, so be aware of that. That's exactly what you want. And then when you're peeling it back, just roll it back. Rather than pulling it like that, just roll it back. And even where you've got that fine detail on those antlers there, look at that. Now, this will then be wiped clean, which is brilliant. If you wanted to put heat on it, I would recommend that you aqua stoned over the top because I think that will give you, it will just seal it from anything that's going on that's hot. I think we'll have this little one over here. Imagine the children doing this. Imagine Christmas Eve, everything's wrapped, everything's ready, they're all bathed in the PJs, matching PJs, all snuggled up, ready to watch a Christmas movie, and you bring this out. And this could be their supper tray, and then for Santa. And look how many we jam in, even down to the teeny tiny little ones on here. You could decorate the wreath with those. That's what we're going to do. See, there's a reason. There's a reason why we do this. So we're going to peel that off, and we're going to have her just skating in like that. I love her. Honestly, these are super, super, super easy to use. Even down the little berries there. Now we're going over a transfer with a transfer here now. So let's just get underneath there and gently pull it back, okay? And look at that. I'm going to get right in there, Emily. Look how, even there, those tiny, tiny, tiny little berries have now gone over the top of another sticker, and you wouldn't even know that it wasn't all one. Look how fabulous that is. And then the little teeny, teeny, tiny pieces that we've got left over, like these, the little present and the little stocking, you can decorate the wreath with. Cool is this? Now, you know what's happened now, don't you? Stephanie wants another sticker machine. She's like, we can't keep up. Amy, our lovely Amy, who runs the machines in the warehouse, she does all the stencils, and now she does the stickers. I mean, look at that, guys. It couldn't be easier to use these stickers. Now, as I said earlier, if you are putting them on card, just felt them off a little bit. Pair of jeans, pinny, whatever you've got. Don't use like a mohair jumper because that won't be good, would it? I know. Don't. I know. I'm going to put the little stocking up there like that and just press them down. So even stickers going on top of stickers is fabulous, isn't it? I love them. I think they're really, really cool. And look at the tiny, tiny detail. If I just bring that stocking in there, look at the tiny detail that's in there. It's remarkable, isn't it? Absolutely remarkable. But when I peel this back, there's nothing at all left on that sticker sheet. Brilliant, aren't they? Absolutely brilliant. Please, 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 I know I'm going to keep banging on about this and I'll probably drive you absolutely crazy, but please don't miss out while we've got them on a 3 for 2. I would hate you to come back on Wednesday and look at them and go, oh, I've missed the deal. Don't miss the deal. Get them now. don't even need to put whatever you want from this show in your basket. Then go, before you check out, go on to Highlight Crafts, go to Highlight Luxe, and get those extra ones put in. So for every 2 that you buy, you're going to get a 3rd one free. But you do need to put all 3 in a basket. And I'm just going to pop that there like that, because she's coming to pick up that present. So is that. I wonder what's in it. Don't know.
A load of stickers, I reckon.
A load of stickers. Yeah, quite possibly. Look at that. How fabulous is that? Little sentiment on there. And you could carry on and really decorate that up. But how fantastic is that? Shop Blue will get you the blue version of these. Shop Red will get you the red version. And the trays that we've got on the show, these are perfect, aren't they? That black background is brilliant. Shop trays, you're going to get 2 for $9.99. How cool is that? Right, Lily, I'll let you carry on decorating that.
Oh, thank you.
Lovely.
Looks fabulous.
It does. Do you want to try one of those Kilner jars as well?
Shall we?
I think they'll be
Shall we?
brilliant. Yeah, I love this. It's a sticker rub-on. Unique
It is.
and versatile, says Cindy. Oh, Cindy, they're brilliant. If you haven't tried them, you need to treat
Gotta try
yourself.
it. You'll love them. They are absolutely brilliant. Right. Hopefully, my voice holds out. But should we try one of these? So I've not tried them like this before. We'll have a little play with this. So, what shall I have a little look at? Shall we go for, ooh, and that'd be perfect, our blue little helpers. Ooh, I tell you what we'll do. We'll have him walking along this. We'll have that as almost like our ground.
Nice.
And we'll have him walking along there, I think. Let's do that. So, let's go in once again with our pair of scissors and just trim roughly around whatever section we are wanting to use. And you'll find you get so much from these sheets. There's absolutely packed full of lots of beautiful different designs, a lot you can cut into, and of course you get all your different sizes as well, so you get your larger designs that are great for all those focal points, plus you get all those smaller little embellishments as well that are going to be absolutely brilliant for finishing off all of your makes. So let's pop him just onto there. It's almost like our ground that he's walking along. Oh, I tell you what you could do. If you've got things like your snowy effect paints, you could add some of that to those lines and make it to almost like a little snowy surface that he's walking along. But he's just onto our bottle there. And all we need to do as per, and it's exactly the same technique, whether you're working onto paper, onto cardstock, onto a bottle like this, pop your sticker down, and then you're just going to peel back that top layer. You can see there, even that really, really precise detail that we've got onto that little sprig that he's holding, every single last berry has been transferred onto that surface. And that sort of acid test is to look at that top sheet, and you can see there's absolutely nothing whatsoever left on that sheet. It's all been transferred onto that bottle. Right, that's our starting point. Then we can start to get really quite carried away and build this design. Ooh. And what we'll do, I get very excited about this. I think we're all the same. We start off, you're like, oh, what more can we add? And you get rather quite carried away, but it is fabulous.
I'll tell you the other thing I love about these, Lily, is if you're a die cutter, if you bought this collection, you've got those characters in one size as a die. Now, you've got all your other sizes on your sticker sheets to be able to build your stories and your perspective. So for die cutters, this is brilliant. Scan and cut users, absolutely, because you can do the same thing with that. But for scan and cut, because we can resize, I think these as a different texture are fabulous. And get, recycle. Go in your recycling bottle and get your old bottles out and strip them down, clean them down, cadence them, and then put these stickers over the top. They are absolutely fabulous. And even on top of black hybrid acrylic, use your hybrids rather than your gessos because it'll bond to the surface. These stickers will work. So if you're looking at these and going, yeah, I love those bottle smell, but they don't fit in my decor, paint them.
I have to
really
say,
is
Mel,
as simple as that.
having said that, I have actually used them myself over gesso.
Oh, have you?
I've done both, yeah. I do think they work better on hybrid, but they do still work.
On your
I've
gesso.
done, I've done coasters with them, but I would definitely recommend.
Yeah, David recommended the hybrid just because it bonds to the surface.
Yeah, absolutely.
But they're so easy to do,
Oh,
and
gosh,
the quality. I know I keep banging on about it, but I couldn't believe it. And I certainly couldn't believe that the blinking place that manufactures the machines is over the road. I literally walked out to go in the warehouse the other day, and there's these 3 guys at the door with this amazing printing machine on a forklift truck. Like, where do you want this? I nearly said in my garage, please, at home.
In my craft room, thank you very much.
I am desperate. I don't think
can you
this will ever happen, but we have asked the question, could it be made a smaller one for home use?
Oh, it'd be
like the scan and cut. is a plotting machine.
We can keep asking.
I think that might take a long time to get round to, if ever. But right now, on our website, highlightcrafts.com, it's a brand new brand. It's an in-house brand called Highlight Luxe, Luxe. Please go on there. I think there are 50 designs. We did the Flower of the Month Lily Rhododendron on Saturday. The stickers in those are magnificent.
I'm out of the building for a matter of days and all these goodies come out.
Absolutely.
It's plain rude, isn't it, really?
Well, you've got your 10 this week because you're doing all 5 on Saturday.
I know.
Like
I hope there's some goodies.
Saturday. Oh, I'm sure there will be.
Oof.
I'm sure there will be.
One day at a time,
How lovely
though.
is this? I know, one day
Isn't
at a
it
time.
gorgeous? Right, I thought we need a sentiment, and this is why the sentiments are so important. You've got that beautiful design at the top, but just to finish it off, just to add a little bit more detail on that bottom half of our lovely bottle here, we're going to use one of our sentiments. So all we've done is we've taken our fabulous winter sentiments here, and we've just trimmed into our lovely Let It Snow. Thought that white would contrast beautifully against the blue bottle. And we're just going to go in. I'm just going to have this turned towards me so I can get it nice and straight onto our bottle. Pop that just underneath where we've got those lovely embossed lines. Once again, you can see there it wraps absolutely beautifully around that curve. You've got no air bubbles, no wrinkles in there whatsoever. Quite interestingly, I was talking to some of the lovely people at Exeter over the weekend, and we were desperate to bring our stickers. Quite literally, we were pulling them off the machine before Stephanie set off down on Friday afternoon because we were so desperate to get them in everybody's hands so they could see how fabulous they were. And I did have a few questions about adding them to cylindrical surfaces like this, and people were saying, well, surely they bubble, surely you've got creases, but you can see there, they just seem to mould around those curves. There's not a single air bubble, not a single crease. It's like it's been printed by a machine directly onto that surface. It is absolutely incredible. I mean, look at that. That does not look like you've taken a sticker and added that on there yourself. Even that tiny little dot of the eye, you can see there on that sheet, none of that is left on your plastic. It's all transferred absolutely beautifully onto your bottle. I mean, that as a Christmas gift would be absolutely incredible. Whether you're going to fill it with goodies, things like it could be your gins, like Mel was saying, if you like making vinaigrettes or anything like that, or whether you're just giving that as a lovely gift. Could even be filling that with your candle stand actually and popping a little wick on in the top of that and using it as a candle. They look so super professional. They're super smooth. You've got that gorgeous gloss, but they are so addictive to use and you will love crafting with them.
You absolutely will. Right, let's recap the ones that we've got on the show, but please remember to go on the website and check out the other ones. That's important, okay, because there's loads of them. I think there's about 50 different designs, and I'm sure there'll be more added today and tomorrow and the day after and the day after and the day after.
Well, I think there is more.
So grab them while they're on a deal tomorrow. Talking about tomorrow as well, we will have our scan and cut hours tomorrow. Now in the first hour, we're going to focus on the rhododendron, flower of the month, if you missed that on Saturday. I've got a lovely box frame to share with you. And then in the second hour, I think we're going to do Pebbles and
Promises.
Pebbles and Promises.
I think that's what it's called.
That we did this morning. One of them anyway. And then we've got snowflakes and songbooks. It's my favourite.
I've not seen it yet.
Favourite. It's absolutely glorious. And the dies don't launch till Friday. Officially. Does it? Well, no. Let me rephrase that. The show for the dies isn't until Friday. So we've got our SVG shows first, which I'm a little bit smug about. Right, let's have a look at these then. Santa's Little Helpers, some of our most popular ones. I'll tell you what else as well. The tiny ones on the back of your Christmas cards. The tiny ones on the backs of your envelopes. Think about zhuzhing up some of your baubles. You know, those baubles that have got a little bit scratched and look a little bit bedraggled now, and you think, oh, I could go out and buy some more. Or you could make your own. How fabulous would these be? Shot Red, we'll get you those in the original colourway. And I love the blue on this. It's a really beautiful colour. It's almost like a rich cornflower. It has that slight lilac sheen to it. But the wreaths on this are fabulous. Think about using them on your wrapping paper, using them on your tags, and reinvigorating all those empty bottles that we throw away, right? Let's get them out the recycling, get them out of landfill, and let's start using them because they're beautiful. Shot Blue, we'll get you that one. Now your third one will be free. But I just want to reiterate, you don't have to have 3 from this show. You could have that one, and then put a completely different one in on the website. So before you check out, please make sure that you go in and add those stickers, because I don't want anybody ringing us on Wednesday and going, what's happened to the 3 for 2? Because it will end tomorrow at 23:59. I know I'm going to bang on about it. I know I'll do your head in, but you'll be even worse off if you forget and don't get your deal. So happy birthday, a whole sheet of happy birthdays. Love the scripts in this. I think they're fabulous. You've got something that's really quite simple. You've got something that looks like brush lettering, all the different colours as well. And I'm guessing, in fact, I'm pretty certain, if you suddenly thought, oh, I don't want happy birthday in white, I want it in, I don't know, blue. If you've got your alcohol markers, you could go over those, I think, because they will work perfectly. So if you want happy birthday, shop birthday, $12.99. If you want celebrations, so you've got a happy anniversary, congratulations. You've also got so happy for you. You've got celebrate, special day. Let's celebrate on your special day. Hip, hip, hooray. You've got all sorts going on that one. And again, in your different colourways. That one is shop celebrations. Then, this is a must-have, right? This is a must-have. Shop winter, $12.99. Now, these with your Sospeso flowers are going to look amazing because they both have that high gloss sheen. So if you're looking for something on your three-dimensional projects, like your glass jars, like your trays, etc., like maybe you're going to make a whole wreath out of Sospeso this year. Can't wait to get my hands on that, but I've got too much work to do today to start it, so I have to be good. These are going to be fabulous for that. Shop winter, $12.99 will get you that one. And then last but by no means least, just on this show, shop every day is going to get you that one. Right, let's recap things that you can put them onto, shall we, before we say goodbye. My tummy's telling me that it's dinner time. It's still breakfast time in my tummy. I drove all the way this morning and forgot to eat breakfast. Right, now then, these, perfect. If you want to give people the gift of fragrance and a reed diffuser, or a tapered candle in these, imagine those on your Christmas table, that would look magnificent. Paint them black or whatever colour you're doing your table in. Put your metal leaf coming out from the bottom and your florals all the way around. These would look stunning. Shop pink, you're going to get 4 of them for $8.99. Now, we don't have a lot of these left. So please, please, please make sure that if you want these, you put them into your basket. These are great to repaint with your hybrid acrylics. Your Dora metallics look amazing on these. And then you could be adding your stickers over the top or incorporating your rice papers into these as well. Shop pink, we'll get you 2 of those. We've got 4 sets left. So if you want them, you need to be quick. Water bottles next. These are great, aren't they? Imagine these with light sweets. You know when you go, I'll tell you what these would be brilliant for. The other year, it wasn't last year, it was the year before, Marks and Spencer's did bottles a bit like this, and they had the ingredients in to make cupcakes. They were brilliant. Everything you needed was in there. You just added your liquids and your eggs. They were fabulous. These, done with that, would be brilliant, wouldn't they? And then decorated up with your stickers. I love that idea. It might just be for a hot chocolate. You know, it might be hot chocolate powder with a bit of sugar and some marshmallows in there and some chocolate drops. But I think that is a great idea. Just put a recipe inside a bottle. It's good, isn't it? And you've got the bamboo lids, and they're tight, they're watertight, they're airtight. So you could store all your goodness in there. 2 of those, shop water, $12.99. Now, if you make your own slow gin or your own, whatever it is, wine, cordial, whatever your tipple is, these are fabulous. I'm going to get myself 3 or 4 sets of these because they'll work really nicely in my kitchen. These are a beautiful colour, but again, you can paint them with your hybrids if you want to. You saw Lily decorate these up with those stickers. Lily, do you just want to pass me that bottle? Look how lovely that is. Let it snow. Isn't that fabulous? Look at that. How cute is that? Really, really lovely quality on these as well. I love bottles like this. They're almost like an ornament as well, aren't they? Yeah, Lily.
Thank you. I'll be you.
Shop bottle $9.99. Now candle jars, these are going to look fabulous as well with your stickers, aren't they? These are going to be great. Even if you use them as night lights in the little ones' rooms and you put an electric candle inside and decorate them up with those stickers or your sauce pesto, or just have them plain and a bit of rice paper on, it's entirely up to you. Shop holder $12.99. Remember as well, all these prices that I'm giving you are before your club discount, even your 3 for 2 stickers. So even though we're doing a 3 for 2 on the stickers, you will still get your club discount, you'll still get your points back, and if you get that basket to over £35 after those discounts, we'll pay the postage, right? It's worth it, isn't it? Absolutely. And then the trays. You've got to have these, haven't you? Those Christmas Eve trays look absolutely fabulous. Shop trays, $9.99 is going to get you 2 of those. They're already primed with that black layer. They're bamboo on the back, but you can absolutely paint these. If you want to put, if you put the stickers on and then you want to put any heat on it, use Aquastone. Aquastone will self-level. So even though you've got that raised bit of the sticker, it'll go into those areas and then seal that for you. Right, that's it for this morning, afternoon. Tonight, it's me and you, Lily. Shaker cards and mica powders.
Oh yeah, all sorts
lots
on
of
that
techniques
show.
then, right?
Yes, lots going up.
Loads of different techniques for you, so make sure you tune in for that. Have the rest of the afternoon. Hope it's lovely for you. Go and do whatever you need to do, and then you can come back and join us at 6 o'clock. And don't forget, if you go onto Highlight Craft's YouTube channel, find playlists and live. Every single show that we've ever done will be on there, and I will see you at 6 o'clock. See you in a bit.